from my point of view, women's participation in the UAE can be influenced by cultural factors such as traditional gender roles, family expectations, and social norms that prioritize domestic responsibilities. Concerns about mixed gender workplaces, public image, and leadership stereotypes may also limit opportunities. While laws and policies support women's involvement, these barriers are mostly social rather than legal and are gradually changing.
So one of the biggest challenges has been learning to really back myself in rooms where women are still underrepresented. Early on in my career, I often questioned whether I belonged and felt real feelings of imposter experience, as I think many women do. Over time, I've managed to build confidence in my perspective, my leadership style, and I've learned that my voice matters. A lot of that came from engaging with my network, peers, but also through my engagement with the Chartered Management Institute and getting some real support and development via that industry body. So now I know that my voice matters. I feel confident speaking even when I'm the only woman at the table.
I've been in RSK for 7 years now. I stay motivated by being organized and celebrating small wins, and balanced by understanding my limits and communicating openly while prioritizing the task. My advice to young women would be willing to learn and patient with joy. Be a go-getter. Believe that you can, and you definitely can.
The best advice that I can give is to believe in your voice, believe that it belongs in the room. So many women are hesitant and prefer to remain quiet. Learn continuously, ask as many questions as you can without apologizing. Seek mentorship from both men and women who respect your ambition. And while you're building confidence, you will become competent. And don't ever underestimate the power of networking and making yourself visible. Your perspective is an asset and not something to be minimized, so please, wherever you go in life, make an impact.
The water industry is not typically the most diverse industry, especially in contracting and delivery. So often in my career, I've been the only woman in the team, but this is slowly changing, and being part of the RSK group gives you opportunities to connect with other women, whether that's through the women's network or creating your own informal networks. I'm lucky to work with brilliant women in sustainability in my division, other business units and group, and we all bring different areas of expertise and experience we can share and learn from. So my advice to women is, seek out those connections and make strong networks like my sustainability sisterhood.
So if I had one bit of advice for any women out there in a male-dominated world, would be finding that real mentor and coach, whether that be male or female. I think there's a lot of positive that can come from having that really key coach and mentor in your career, and it should only help you flourish.
My advice for other young women that want to work in environmental consultancy is just to take any and all opportunities to work on different projects and for different people, so you can find what you're most passionate about. As a woman, it's often really easy to feel like you're not capable, but you always have to give it a go. When you find your passion in your work, make sure that you feed that back to your line manager so they can help you move forwards and progress towards your career goals.
For me, balancing work life and university is all about setting boundaries and being honest about what I can take on. My workplace has flexible hours and wellbeing check-ins which really support women in managing both career and personal commitments. Balancing work and university can be intense, so I stay motivated by planning ahead, leaning on my support network and taking small breaks to reset. My advice for young women entering this industry is to back yourself and stay curious. With new technologies and innovative work models rising, I'm excited about the opportunities they'll create for women to step into roles we haven't traditionally been offered.
When it comes to managing my work-life balance within my role, the best way to manage that is to not feel guilty for the long hours and time spent away from my family. Thankfully, I do have a line manager who is extremely understanding, and I am allowed hours in lieu of, which gives me that quality time to spend with my family.